late. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jutting, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the ape man. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you pulling back at the I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you pulling back at the I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7. Yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
5-8.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tampa Bay marching back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see what they do this year. Now, they have not made the playoffs since 2007, and I've got their schedule right here, and the schedule makers did not do them any favors. I know you've probably seen it, but take a look at that.
You're exactly right. As you hand me this sheet of paper, open at New Orleans, who won the AFC South last year. Then they're home against Philadelphia, who won the Super Bowl last year. Then they're home against Pittsburgh on a Monday nighter. And the Steelers went deep into the playoffs last year before going to Chicago in Game 4. That is a brutal opening schedule. Fortunately enough, 2 of the first 3 are at home.
Yeah, so those first 3 games, they won 11, 13, and 13 games a season ago.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Jameis to throw. He gets it to Humphreys. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
12.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
12. 11. Got it. 11.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking long for Thomas. And got his man complete. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 42 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
To throw, it's Breeze. That is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Under. Monday.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Like 5-8.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got some space here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Winston. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Breeze now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Two. Got it. 21.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go. Kill! Over. Got it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Noah Spence in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Get set. 21. All right, two.
Play action. Breeze. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Get set.
Breeze going to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Well, not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Hey, switching gears for a second. Halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
Just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team, because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games. So I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution, struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game, becoming more and more widespread, and you get a lot of really good competition and practice with the best versus the best from each team.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. throwing. Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Breeze. Flush to his right. Then he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 47 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's 15-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Second down, Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans Orleans territory. Winston to his big play receiver, Jackson. 41 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Tyler Davison with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ready? You ready? Hey, left, 28 left. 21, 21, 21. 12, 12, 12.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. 11, 11, 11, 11. Got it. 12, 12.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vinny Curry in there to get him for a loss of 5.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
3 down. Ready? Ready? Monday. Got it. 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And a pressure gets to him again. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Alex Okafor in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Alex Okafor getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go
under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to
try to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here we go.
Ingram again. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.